The AC-130, an emblem of unyielding force where raw power and precision converge, has etched its mark across 6 decades of service. Adorned with advanced weaponry and cutting-edge technology, this aerial titan reigns supreme on the battlefield. From its early emergence in the Vietnam War to its pivotal role in modern conflicts, the AC-130 has proven relentless in its effectiveness. In 2021, Exercise Emerald Warrior embraced the Air Force Special Operations Command Strategic Guidance, the annual joint military exercise conducted by the Special Operations Command, or SOCOM. In this footage of the training exercise, we witness the indomitable might of this formidable gunship, obliterating objectives and leaving an enduring legacy. The AC-130 unveils its awe-inspiring might amidst the complexities of irregular warfare scenarios. The gunship's power. The Lockheed AC-130 aircraft has come a long way to become the most effective gunship in the arsenal of the United States Air Force. It has served the American military for over 60 years and has proven itself in combat effectively. It was first introduced in 1967 after replacing the converted AC-47 Spooky gunship used during the early years of the Vietnam War. Since then, the AC-130 has evolved into 6 variants, specializing in close air support, intelligence gathering, surveillance, combat search and rescue, and forward air control. This C-130 Hercules transport-turned gunship carries side-firing weapons with state-of-the-art sensors, fire control, and navigation systems to provide saturation firepower over a specific area for extended periods during day and night operations. The main armament comprises 25mm Gatling guns, 40mm and 105mm cannons, alongside countermeasures. The gunship has a wingspan of 132 feet, a length of 97 feet, and a height of 38 feet. The latest variant of the AC-130 is powered by 4 Allison T56A 15 turboprop engines, each providing 4,300 shaft horsepower. This allows the AC-130 to reach up to 300 miles per hour with a service ceiling of 25,000 feet and an approximate range of 1,300 nautical miles. The AC-130U Spooky crew comprises a pilot, co-pilot, navigator, fire control officer, TV operator, loadmaster, infrared detection set operator, 4 aerial gunners, and 5 electronic warfare officers. The gunship employs synthetic aperture strike radar for long-range and adverse weather target detection and identification. The Spooky can track and engage 2 targets simultaneously with different ordnance. The modern sensor suite consists of multispectral television sensors, infrared sensors, and radar that allow the AC-130 to identify friendly ground forces anywhere, electronically and visually. AC-130 during the Gulf War. Following its baptism of fire during the last years of the Vietnam War, the AC-130H fleet was modified for in-flight refueling capabilities. The aircraft was deployed to the Middle East during the hostage situation at the U.S. Embassy in Iran in 1979, and was also employed as part of Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada in 1983. AC-130s also provided close air support for U.S. forces during the American invasion of Panama in 1989, before being dispatched in large numbers to the Middle East for Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. The AC-130s provided extensive CAS, or close air support, armed reconnaissance, and air interdiction missions. The USAF crews also conducted convoy escort, point air defense of ground bases, and other operations critical to the coalition war effort. On January 29, 1991, Saddam Hussein dispatched over 2,000 seasoned Iraqi troops to the Saudi Arabian city of Khafji to lure in U.S., British, and other coalition forces and engage them in costly house-to-house combat. U.S. reconnaissance aircraft detected large columns of Iraqi mechanized units heading to the city. They dispatched 1 group of AC-130H Spectre gunships to get rid of them. While the Iraqi forces engaged Saudi Arabians, the AC-130s leapt into the combat zone in the middle of the night to destroy the armored column. The Spectres wreaked havoc and demolished the advancing armored vehicles. Although some vehicles still reached the city, U.S. Marines and coalition forces were aided by other gunships to reinforce Khafji from further Iraqi incursions. Above and beyond. Although the threat of SAMs, or surface-to-air missiles, was high as morning approached, one of the Spectre gunships stayed in Khafji to continue providing cover for the Marines. The crew of Spirit 03 decided to stay and fight the surrounding Iraqi troops. The AC-130 provided intense CAS support and went after an Iraqi rocket battery, which had to be destroyed. As the aircraft approached its target, one Strela 2 manpad shot it down. All 14 crew members were lost, but the bravery and sacrifice of Spirit 03 were not forgotten. Almost 1 month later, on February 26, 1991, another AC-130 providing CAS support made it to the history books. The gunship belonged to the Special Operations Squadron and was piloted by Captain Richard S. Beef Haddad and First Lieutenant Randall L. Bright. Their gunship targeted a road that connected Kuwait City to Baghdad and became later known as the Highway of Death, due to the sheer scale of the destruction caused that night. Although the number of casualties is unknown, footage and pictures from the highway show the devastation caused by the single AC-130. Over 2,000 vehicles were destroyed. Exercise Emerald Warrior. The loss of Spirit 03 resulted in the deployment of the AN/AAQ-24 Directed Infrared Countermeasures System to protect aircraft from close-range launchers. Lessons learned from AC-130 operations during the First and Second Gulf Wars were later perfected in Exercise Emerald Warrior. It's the largest joint special operations training event in the U.S. SOCOM, or Special Operations Command. The exercises include special forces units from all the branches of the U.S. military, and sometimes foreign teams from allied nations. Emerald Warrior prepares units for different threats they can encounter on the battlefield. Since 2001, the exercise has been focused on counterterrorism operations, but has also covered cyber warfare, intelligence warfare, close air support, and hostage rescue. The annual joint military exercise focuses on complex, irregular warfare scenarios. Several variants of the AC-130 have participated in Emerald Warrior throughout the years. From the AC-130H Spectre to the AC-130U Spooky and the AC-130W Stinger II, all have participated in military exercises, providing close air support, reconnaissance, and more. AC-130 crews participate in these programs, doing what they do best, being the eyes and guardian angels of ground troops as they approach to seize critical objectives. A look inside. The crews operate the aircraft's weapons with great efficiency and accuracy. For instance, airmen inspect and load the powerful General Dynamics GAU rotary cannons. Ammunition and shells from the Bofors cannons and the ATK GAU-23A are emptied, while other airmen monitor their performance. Men from the ground watch the approaching gunships, which provide close air support against previously designated targets. Other AC-130s are spotted as they fly above an objective and fire at the ground. Emerald Warrior also involves nighttime operations. The Lockheed aircraft display their effectiveness by firing thousands of tracer rounds with pinpoint accuracy to saturate a specific portion of the battlefield. The devastation of the strikes is appreciated by the shattered remains of the locations where the rounds made contact. Troops confirm the hits and continue targeting objectives for the AC-130 during the night operations. Other gunships maneuver above the clouds while releasing flares to avoid enemy fire as part of a countermeasures exercise. More impressive shots are also captured by onboard thermal cameras focusing on the rotary cannons as they fire thousands of rounds a minute. Inside the gunship, weary crewmen are seen loading the lethal 105mm M102 howitzer during day and night operations, as well as other cannons. Lastly, after a day of operations, the AC-130 lands at an airfield for refueling and inspection before taking to the skies for another day. Thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe to our Dark Footage channel to find more content about aircraft during training. Check out our other documentaries channels, and remember to hit the bell icon to be notified of our newest videos.